Okay, good day to you, Ben, and welcome back to your lesson again in mathematics. And we are dealing with integers. And this time we are going to add integers. Now, to add integers, we have to remember two things. Okay, now here on the board, we have here um, to add integers. Uh, just remember that if we are adding like integers, then we have to add the numbers. If we are adding unlike integers, then we are going to subtract the numbers. Okay? So I'm gonna explain that. Now, if we are adding, for example, then two positive integers, or if we are adding two negative integers, meaning to say they are like integers, they have the same symbol, they are both positive or they are both negative, then all we need to do is add the numbers and copy their symbol, either positive or negative. Now, to add unlike integers, for example, we are adding a positive integer with a negative integer, or if we are adding a negative integer to a positive integer, then we need to subtract the number. Okay? Then copy the symbol of the number that has the greater value. Right? Now, let me explain that by giving an example. We're gonna have five examples for adding like integers, and we're gonna have five examples for adding unlike integers. Okay, now, so for like integers, for example, we have here positive 4, okay, plus positive 6. Okay, so we are adding two positive integer. So all we need to do is add the numbers and copy the sign. Okay, so if you're going to do that, 4 plus 6, that's 10, and their symbol is both positive. So the answer is positive 10. Okay, so positive 4 plus positive 6 is equals to positive 10. Now, if we are going to use the number line, okay, if you're going to do this manually, positive 4 is here. And we are going to add 6, okay, positive 6. So from here, we're going to add 6. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is positive 10. Okay, now let's have another example. We have here positive 7 plus positive 6. Okay, so we are adding two positive integer. They are like integers because they have the same symbol, which is positive. Okay, so all we need to do is add the numbers and copy their symbol, which is positive. So let's add 7 plus 6 is 13. And what is the symbol? What is their symbol? They are both positive. So 13 here will be positive also. So positive 7 plus positive 6 is equals to positive 13. Now if you're going to do this manually from positive 7 here, let's add 6. Okay, 6 steps to the right. So 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is 13. So we have positive 13. Okay. How about if the integers are both negative? Let's add them. For example, we have negative 3 here plus negative 8. Okay. Now, as you can see on the board, we are adding like integers. Why? Because the integer we are adding are both negative. We have both negative sign. We have negative 3 here, and we have negative 8, and we are adding the 2. Now, to add them, just because they are like integers, all we need to do is add. Add the numbers and copy their symbol, which is negative. So let's add. Now 3 plus 8 is 11. Okay? And copy their symbol, which is, or their sign, which is negative. Okay? They have a negative sign. So our answer will be negative 11. Now, if you're going to do this manually, let's count. Okay? Based on our number sign or number line, let's count. We have here negative 3. From negative 3, we are going to add 8, negative 8. We're going to the left. So let's count. Negative 3 here. Let's add left. Let's move it to the left. We have 8 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our answer will be negative 11. Okay? So that's how we add integers. Let's have some more example. Okay, let's have negative 4 plus negative 11. Okay, so again we are adding like integers because they both have the same sign, which is negative. So to add them, just add the number. Because they are like integers, we can, all we need to do is add the numbers. So let's add 4 plus 11, that's 15. And copy their like sign, which is because they are both negative, negative here, so our answer will be also negative. Just copy the sign. Just add the number and copy the sign. So, negative 4 plus negative 11 equals negative 15. Now, let's count that from our number line. Negative 4 here, negative 4 here. We need to add 11. That is 11 steps going to the left because it's negative. Now, let's count from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's negative 50. Okay? Let's have one last example for like integers. Okay? Let's have negative 6 plus negative 6. Okay, so we are adding like integers. Why? Because they have the same sign. So all we need to do is add. Because they are like integers, positive to positive or negative to negative, we need to add the numbers and copy their sign. So let's do that. Let's add the numbers. 6 here and 6, so 6 plus 6, that's 12. And copy their like sign, which is negative here. So our answer will be negative 2. So negative 12. Negative 6 plus negative 6 is equals to negative 12. Let's count that from our number line. Okay. Negative 6 here. From negative 6, you need to move that 6 steps to the left, which is negative. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is negative 12. So that's how you add like integers. Now let's add this time unlike integers. Meaning they have different sign. Okay. Let's try adding now unlike integers. For example, we have here positive 4 plus negative 7. Okay. Now, we are now adding unlike integers because they have different sign. One here is positive, the other is negative. We have positive 4 here and negative 7. So they have different sign. Okay? So one is positive, the other is negative. So this time, adding unlike integers, this time we are going to subtract the number. Okay? Subtract the number, then copy the symbol with the number that has the greater value. Okay? Now let's try subtracting them. Subtract the smaller number from the bigger number so that we can be able to subtract. So meaning to say, 7 here is the bigger number, 4 is the smaller number. So we are going to subtract 4 from 7. So 7 minus 4 here is 3. And copy the symbol with the number that has the greater value. So between the two, 7 here has the greater value between the two. And its symbol or its sign is negative. So we need to copy its sign. Therefore, 3 here will be a negative. Okay? So, positive 4 plus negative 7 is equals to negative 3. Now, let's check that with our number line. Okay? Now, we have here 4. So, 4 is here. Positive 4 is here to our number line. And we are adding negative 7. We are adding a negative from a positive. Therefore, because it's negative, 7 here is negative. Therefore, we have to move it 7 steps to the left because it's negative. So let's move that from 4. Let's move that 7 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have here negative 3. Okay? That's how we add unlike integers. Let's have some more examples. Let's have positive 8 plus negative 10. Plus. Okay? So we are now adding unlike integers. We have a positive 1 and a negative 1. We have positive 8 plus negative 10. So they are alike because we have different sign. Now, to add unlike integers, we need now to subtract the numbers. Why? Because they are unlike. Okay, so let's subtract the number. Okay, subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. 10 here is the bigger one. So we are going to subtract that with 8. So 10 minus 8, that's 2. And copy the sign with the number that has the greater value. And between the two, 10 here has the greater value and its sign is negative. So meaning to say 2 here will be negative also. Okay, now let's check that with our number line. And we have here positive 8 from our number line. And we are going to move 10 steps to the left. Why? Because it's negative. Okay, let's move that from here at 10 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have negative 2. Therefore, our answer is negative 2. Okay. Now, let's have some more examples. Okay, let's add a negative 6 plus positive 11. Okay, now we are still adding unlike integers because they have this different symbol. One is positive here, one is negative here, and the other is positive. So to add unlike integers, we subtract. Okay, we subtract because they are alike. So let's do that. Let's subtract the number first. Okay, now subtract the bigger number with the smaller number, or subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. And we have 11 here. So meaning to say 11, we subtract 6 from 11, or 11 minus 6, and that is 5. We have 5. And copy the sign with the number that has the greater value between the two, and that is 11. So 11 has the greater number, and its sign is positive. Therefore, 5 will be positive 2. Okay? We copied the sign of the bigger number, that is 11. Now let's answer that using our number line. Okay, we have negative 6 here. From negative 6, we need to move to the right. Why? Because we are adding a positive number, and positive is going to the right. So let's move it 11 steps to the right. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have positive 5 for our answer. Okay? Let's have some more examples. Negative 14 plus positive 14. Okay? Now we are adding unlike integers. We have a negative integer and a positive integer. We have negative 14 and a positive 14. So we need to subtract. Okay? Because unlike integers, we subtract. Okay? Adding unlike integers, we subtract. Okay? Subtract the number. Now let's subtract the number. 14 minus 14, that's 0. Okay? And 0 here has no symbol because it's the origin. Okay? Or the point of origin, or the base. So let's answer this using our number line. Okay? From 14 here, we need to move it 14 steps to the right because we add a positive number. So let's count. 14 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And the answer is 0. Okay? So that's how we add unlike integers. Let's have one last example. Okay, let's write -2 plus +9. Okay, equals. So, the same. We're still adding unlike integers because we have a negative and a positive. A negative and a positive. And adding unlike integers, we subtract the number. Okay? We subtract the number. We subtract the bigger number with the smaller number. Or subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. Okay? So we have 9 here for our bigger number. So we need to say we subtract 9 minus 2. Okay? Or 2 from 9. And that is 7. And copy the symbol with the number that has the greater value. And between the two, 9 has the greater value. So, and its sign here is positive. So therefore, 7 here will be positive. Okay, let's answer that with our number line. From -2, let's move that 9 steps to the right. Okay, -2 here. 9 steps to the right because it's positive. Let's count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have positive 7. Okay? That's how we add integers. Now, how about if we are adding multiple operation? Okay. Okay. Like this. Okay, now how about if we have multiple operation? Okay, now on the board, we have an example here. We are adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 integers, okay, with different sign. 6 unlike integers. We have positive 5, negative 7, positive 8, negative 9, positive 2, and negative 4. Now, how do we answer this? Okay? Just follow the same principle. Okay? All we need to do is follow the same principle. Unlike or like integers, we add, while unlike integers or different integers, we subtract. Now, let's first add all the like integers. Okay? So we have here positive 5 and positive 8. Okay? We have here 5, 8 for positive integers. We have 2. Okay? 5, positive 8, and 2. For our negative, we have 7. This negative 9, and negative 4. Okay? So we have here 5, 8, and 2 for our positive integers. We have negative 7, negative 9, negative 4 for our negative integers. Now let's add them. So 5 plus 8 is 13 plus 2, that's 15. Okay? Or 8 plus 2, that's 10 plus 5, 15. Let's add the negative 7 plus negative 9, that's 16, plus negative 4, that's 20. Negative 20. Okay, we are adding here. Like integers. We are also adding here like integers because it has the same sign, which is negative. So we have here positive and negative 20. So we are now adding. Okay, we are now adding positive 15 plus negative 20. So we are adding now unlike integers. So we subtract. Okay, we subtract the bigger number from the smaller number. So we need to say we subtract 20 minus 15, that's 5. And copy the symbol, okay, we have positive here. Copy the symbol that has the greater, copy the symbol with the number that has the greater value. And we have here both, between them we have 20 for the greater value. And 20 here has a negative sign. So therefore, 5 here will be negative. Okay? That's how we answer multiple operation. Let's have some one last example for multiple operation. Okay, one last example then for our lesson here. We are now adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are now adding 6 integers, okay, that have different sign. Okay, they are both positive and negative. Now, how do we answer that? Just follow the same principle. Okay, because we have multiple integers here. Let's try combining them. Let's combine all the positive and combine all the negative. Okay, now let's first look for the positive. We have here 11, then we have 8 and 12. Okay, so we have here 11, 8, and 12 for our positive integers. And let's copy the negative 1, negative 7 here, and negative 6, and negative 3. So we have negative 6, negative 7, negative 6, and negative 3 for our negative integers. Now let's add them. Okay, let's add all the positive integers and let's add all the negative integers. Now to add them, we are now adding like integers. So let's add the number. Now let's add first the positive integers. Now 8 plus 12, that's 20. Now 20 plus 11, that's 31. Okay, so we have 31 for our positive integers. Now for our negative integers, negative 7 plus negative 3, that's negative 10, plus negative 6, that's negative 16. Okay, so we have negative 16 for our negative integers. Now let's add them both. We are adding a positive integer with a negative integer. So therefore, we are now adding unlike integers. So we need to subtract them. Okay? We subtract them instead of adding them. Why? Because they are unlike integers. They are different sign. Okay? So let's subtract. Let's subtract the bigger number from the smaller number. And that is 31. We have 31 here. Minus 16. Okay? So 1 minus 6 cannot be. So 1 will borrow 1 from 3. 3 will become 2. 1 will become 11. 11 minus 6, that's 5. And 2 minus 1, that's 1. So we have 15 for our number. And copy the symbol with the number that has the greater value. And between the two of them, 31 here is the greater value. And the sign of 31 is positive. So therefore, 15 here will be positive. Okay? So we have positive 15 for our answer. Okay? So now that's how we add integers. Then just remember that when adding unlike or when adding like integers, like positive to positive or negative to negative, we add the number and copy their sign. Okay? Adding unlike integers, if we have negative or positive, or if we have positive or negative or positive integer, we subtract the number and copy the sign with the number that has the greater value. Okay? So I hope you got our lesson then. And that's it for today. And see you next lesson.